For auction. Awesome.
Niall, we're going live.
Awesome. Awesome sauce. Is that better?
Liberty in. Look at all the friendly faces. Look at everybody here. All right. Okay, guys. I have a little bit of housekeeping and then we're gonna go right into a bunch of different type of topics. I actually might get the whiteboard out or I might do it inside Google Drive. I think I might do it in Google Drive. I wanna really go into the philosophy of building your teams just because I don't think I can ever really do it enough. Because once you understand what you're going for, it's easier to go get it, right? And the thing about it is I'm going to go into something about I always talk about taste. And I can put it with any food. Okay, maybe you have a favorite place you go get ice cream. You've been there before. You know what it tastes like, right? You know what that ice cream tastes like. So when you go back there, go get it again, you're going there because you have a familiarity with it and you enjoy it and it makes you happy and you know what it is. Like you know what you're expecting when you go there, right? Right. And you might be like me and go, I'm getting the banana split this time. And you're dead set against it or dead set on it. And then once you get there, you're like, oh, the mix-ins look good today. You know, you change your mind, but you change your mind on something you already know. What the thing about it is taste with whether it's food or building like a business and the success, there's a similarity to it. And if you've never had it before, you don't know what it looks like, you don't know what it feels like, you don't know what it tastes like. So you need someone else to kind of explain it. But once you get that taste, then you're going to be like, "Oh, I see what they're talking about. I understand." And now you've got a taste for it to go to go back for it to go for it again. All right, I'm gonna go on speaker. Let me go to my logins. I'm so tempted just to like just do V marketing all day because it's just cranking, you guys. It is cranking. Um, so let me go to Rory 3. Maybe I'll just do this in here. Um, let's see if I can do multiple things at the same time. Like teach you guys and like cover it all. So let's do that. Let's just go open. I need this. I need backup system, right? Okay, housekeeping. Monday is going to be the drawing for the cash giveaway. All right. Now, a lot of us have tickets. I've seen the list. There's a lot of tickets. All right. We have somebody that has like 70 tickets. It's not me. That's dang padding the odds. Okay. They went on a mission. Okay. Then we have a lot of, you know, just I mean our numbers are good. I expect us to win something as the family. So that'll be Monday at 8 o'clock Eastern, right? The same bat time, same bat channel. And what I want to just be on there, you guys will be on there. We'll be celebrating, but I also want you guys just to be also celebrating the fact that we're part of a company that's grown and the marketing perks are just getting insane insane. Okay. Now there's stuff that we go and we strive for, we build on. I mean, in the fall, sometime I believe it's in November, Velavita is giving away a car. Okay. Now I know Nile has been around stuff like this before years ago, and usually, I mean, it's a massive. The bigger the company, the bigger the awards that they can put out. Velavita is huge, guys. I'm just going to read some notes. Again, this is this housekeeping, and it's more or less I just kind of want you guys to understand where we're at. It's cool. Um, I also, you guys are here on Saturdays, so I tend to let secrets fly on a Saturday. Um, I might do that today. So in respect to where we're at, wow, do I have stuff? You guys, Bella Vita is now like it's a $200 million a year company. They're having $1 million days. There were seven of them last month, and and paces are growing. Now, I want you guys to understand on a global view, you know, with the acquisition of Jeunesse, okay, with the acquisition of Jeunesse and the way that it was solved, the way they put all that stuff together and got it back into full motion. I mean, it's been months. I mean, hats off. Hats off to Costa. The guy works his butt off. But, I like to work with people that make big things happen. It's a rarity. And, when I was going over the review with him, it's just like, wow. I mean, we've been, building this and helping build it for almost 5 years. We're almost to 5 years, 2 more months, and it'll be 5 years from when we plugged it into RRR247 and ran with it. And I would have never thought, and I think big, I would have never thought that in 5 years' time the company would be at this size. But you don't anticipate, what goes on around the rest of the world, things coming into place, this entire acquisition. And we gained all these products that are just proven out, and I've been on a lot of special conferences and Zoom meetings and undergoing understanding about like the reserve and the mind and and finding out what cost is doing to protect the company and the stuff going forward, trademarks and everything. And he's setting this up for a legacy business like he does. And I just got to say, it's really cool to be part of it, but it's also, I think it's good for me to share with you guys kind of where the details are on it. And then, and basically, we just get a run. We don't have to worry about stuff. I'm going to give you guys a couple good, bad, the uglies. And you guys, our shipping is a day delayed now, and it's because of kind of poor actors. I'm going to say why, and I think it's good for you guys to understand this, right? Because I used to be able to order on Monday. I'm in Florida usually. I get it on Tuesday. Now, if you order on Monday, you're probably going to get it on Wednesday because a lot of people, and some are from us, but it's just a global thing. Their V-fill ships out on Monday, and they're like, "Oh, I wanted to change that up. I forgot to." So they call the office, and you guys, they were so lightning quick shipping stuff out, but by the time you call, it's already boxed up, ready for UPS. And so there was enough of them, they had to go to a day delay because it's a considerable amount of things that happen. Okay, now these are problems you get when you get big. Because little things that you just dealt with before now become very costly. Now you got to put extra staff on board, and so you just got to shift it. And so I'm gonna talk about minding our business. I'm going to talk about some of the things on here because we are doing that, and there's going to be a lot of promotional stuff done. There's going to be some shifts in what happens, and one of them we had a big shift. It's really not that big for those that are fully engulfed and going, but little things got to be are going to happen. It's part of business, and the thing about it is how do you react with it? What do you do with it? And those that are actively on here on Tuesdays, Saturdays, I get the privilege to keep you informed, right? I get that privilege. Everybody else, you got to kind of, that they're not showing up, for our business powwows, which is what these are. You're going to have to just keep your tabs on what the company puts out. They put the information out. But you guys, BV with the products, it's shifted. So the BV, that's business volume that they calculate and pay our commissions from. Okay, so we care about BV because that's what we get paid on. We don't get paid on the purchase price. We get paid on the business volume as it's assessed, and it's still a currency calculator. Okay. Now, in order to streamline things, figure this out for this global company, also streamline it with all the products and everything that was merged together, they shifted the BV allocation and it dropped it in a couple areas to where one box, if you're in V Club, one box of snaps isn't enough to qualify you for the minimum monthly requirement. Okay. Now, I've had a few complainers about it, and I'm like, look, you got an amazing bargain, But I want to just talk to everybody about how you need to protect your business. You don't want to lose your volume. All right. So if anybody lost their volume because of this and you placed an order and it wasn't enough and it happened this last 2 weeks, let your instructor know. They can get a hold of me. I can get it fixed. Costa agreed to fix it, even though he doesn't need to really have to. We have to mind our business. But he said, hey, I'll fix anybody that got in that situation. Make sure everybody's trained up that you got to have at least 24 BV, right? So if you buy a reserve every month, you're fine. You buy a mind every month, you're fine. You're buying snaps, buy 2 boxes. But I want to talk about business and minding it and cost of everything. A lot of us fell in love with these products and consume a lot of them. You guys, and Tanya and I order like 12 boxes a month. Okay. That has put us out there. We don't need to order to like, I think we're like 2028 or something now. 2020, because he actually extends it out. You're 2029. Yeah. Like pretty soon it'll be 2030. Okay. Now I happen to know what happens in 2 months and 6 days or whatever it is. It might be 5 days. I hit the retirement, and then a lot of you will hit retirement. 5 years with Velavita active, 5 years active, and you retire. What happens at retirement? You no longer got to pay for V Club, and your monthly minimums don't matter. You're in retirement mode now. You can continue to grow and get paid, but you're retired in the company. You can still work. I've been informed I can't really retire. I got to keep working, right? I got dedication with Costa, but I'm letting you guys know it gets better on that. But the thing about it is if you order, we'll round it to 25. Okay, so if you order 100 BV, it'll count for 4 times 4, which is 16 weeks. You need to order for 4 months basically. And so the V fill, you can have it set to get stuff every month. You can have set every other month. You can have it set to be on maximum. And maximum is what you want it to be on if you're just protecting your business. Maximum means it'll only ship out if you haven't ordered in time for the V-fill qualification, for your point qualification, for your status qualification. And that status qualification means we get to write it off 100%, folks. And so you want to have that protected. But then you just make your own orders. But if you order more than $150 worth, which is roughly 75 BV, three cycles worth, 12 weeks, you don't pay shipping. So you save $20. So let's say you're on V Club, which that's just a certain amount of us. That was a special promo that's probably never going to come back out again, ever. So you pay $10 a month for V Club. We get the snaps and tune at half off. Now, for those of us that sell tunes for $200, getting them for $50 is awesome. Awesome. For everybody that's come in after that, it's still a great deal at $100 and some for 200. But those that were around for that special, you guys, that was a special. It ran for a little period. It was done. Right. And we had people not take advantage of it. Then they're like, hey, I want to get on the V Club. It's too late. It was a special thing we got. That happens. This is why you want to mind your business, be alert to it, and carry on. But I'm just going to put this out there. There's a list. All the instructors, when you go to your PBS, the new PBS 2025, there is a list of everybody that's in jeopardy with their V Club. Now, several of them are just ordering anyway. The V Club is set up like it should be, just in case. But if the just in case isn't enough, you got to make sure you alter it so it's at least 25 or 24 BV. And I would make your V Club like $150 or more so that you don't pay shipping. And then if it does fire off, well, good, you're set for 3 months or 4 months. So here's my awesome math. If you get, let's say you get like 1, 2, 3, 4 boxes. Let's say you get 2 boxes of snaps at $100 each. Okay, that makes it 80 BV. Okay, that'll give you 3 or 12 weeks of V-fill. Okay, you with me on the math? Yeah. You can draw this out. Here.
What you just said was 2 boxes, 12 weeks. 2 boxes is 8 weeks, right?
Okay. I'm doing this, and it's really good just to understand. How many weeks? How many BV for 4 weeks qualifications? 24. Okay. Brain, 40 BV. Youth, 40 BV. Plus, 40 BV. Biome, 40 BV. Tune, 40 BV. I'm not sure what reserve is. It's like 109. It's probably like 44.
Yes, 44.
All right. So if you order brain and youth, that's 80 BV. And then how many weeks? How many 4 week qualifications? Now this is if you if now I'll tell you this, V Club, it's gonna be 20, 20, 20, 20, 20. I'm missing one. I'm missing Zlame. V Club doesn't matter on anything else. Nara is like 29. Nara is like, what is that? It's 49. So call it 50. So 4, 4, 4, 20. Okay. I bring Nara up because we had a lot of people just getting like a box of Nara. You need more than 24. Okay. But if you order brain, so I'm gonna do my little sum divided by, so and it doesn't round up. So I really should
Roy, you got muted.
thank you. I'll make that decimal that way. So if you order brain and youth, that's 80 BV and that's full. If you're on V Club, brain and youth, yeah, I got to test my little theory here on the copy and paste of that. P2. Yeah, so like I'll do like an example and you can see what it is. So this is how many 4 week qualifications you get. Okay. If you were to order brain, youth, Zleam plus biome, right? On V Club. That's going to be 100 BV. Oh, see. Let me get the right thing in there. So it's going to be 4. So that'll put it out 16 weeks. And that means you only have to order that every 4 months, basically, right? So, so when you place an order, you just think about it, but look, there's shipping that's included. So if you just order like Brandon Youth for 80 bucks, or sorry, Brandon Youth, and you get this would be $200, no shipping. If you just buy if you bought it on V Club, you're going to still pay for shipping, right? You're still going to pay for shipping, and you're only going to get 2 cycles. Actually, you're only going to get 1 cycle on that. How did that? Let's see. Oh, because it's not B16 divided by B2. Yeah, round it up. Look at that. Okay, so you can see where it's at. I guess that's fine. But like this isn't enough for 2. That's not accurate. That would only give you. So if you did this on V Club, so if you're doing V Club, you want to order at least 3. If you're buying that, like Brain Youth, Gleam, it's gonna be here, and I'm gonna change this to C. Okay, that's 2.5, right? And if you got 4 instead, and you just got that up to 80, you're at 3, right? You go to 100, it's over 4, and it just becomes cheaper in the scheme of things. So I'll put this back at 60, 2.5. This right here, like if you spend $200 plus tax, and then you divide it by qualifying periods, 4 weeks, this is your cost average. Okay, so $200 plus tax, so 200 is going to be roughly 80 BV. 80 BV is going to give me 3 months of qualifiers, right? So 200 plus tax. So let's say it's 220 bucks with tax, right? And if I divide that by 3, right? So I can just do my sum again. Sum, and I can do this in a calculator, 220 divided by 3. That means that in order for me to be active in Bella Vita without, and this is saying I don't have any customers or anything that's also helping my VFill, that's $73 a month to be active in Bella Vita. It just gets cheaper. Right now, if I go 4 weeks here, so like this is this is if you're on V Club and you buy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items, right? That's going to be 250 plus tax. If you're in Florida, there's no tax. Um, qualifying periods, same thing, 4 weeks. So this would be like 280 or whatever it is where you're at, right? And I'll do the auto sum again. And divide it by, and that's going to be 100. That's 4.2. So I divide it by 4. It's 70. See, it's pretty close, right? And so you can look at it and say, well, but long term, it's just going to be. I mean, that's That gets you 4 periods where you don't have 4 months basically before you have to buy again. And if you're consuming the products, using the products, it can just make sense. You don't have to worry about it, like you factoring versus if you just buy it every time. So let's say that um you just buy it, and if you're on B Club, you got to buy at least 25 BV, which I'm going to tell you is a little hard to do. We don't have anything that's quite 25. We might see Biome or a BioLife or something like that might be. Let's go look. I'll go to Jan since I had hers pulled up. And this is just minding your business stuff, guys. And I'm gonna break it down so well that you guys hopefully everybody gets it. Now, when I come into here, you look at the price of the products. It's 40%. BV is 40%. But if I go down here to BioLife, that's $60. This one is probably it's 24 BVs. So if you wanted the bare minimum cost for 1 month, you could get the BioLife, for instance, and that'd be 24 BV. But you're going to be paying 60 plus $20 in shipping because it's one item. So that's 80 plus your tax. You're probably looking at 85, 86 for the month. It's better to buy more and then factor in that shipping. That's it. It just makes it cheaper. But if you're not too worried about it for the month and the $10, no problem. For like, what's the absolute lowest thing I can get to protect my position? It's bail life. If you want to look at it that way. Now, I like to always have extras and samples. Yes, I always, I go through so many brains, but if I meet somebody, whether it's at the pool, we're a resort, so it's usually at the pool or by the tennis courts, and we're talking. I like to always have one with me. I'm going to get a customer. I'm going to get somebody aware and somebody I can drip on, somebody I can at least sign up as an affiliate so they're connected to me. Right. So I'm always thinking bigger what to do. But if you're like, hey, I just need to hold my position for a while, maybe it's summer and you're taking care of like all the grandkids and you got to like kind of go on pause. Well, this is how you would do it. I guess that would be a scenario that I would understand. You don't want to lose your volume in your business. You don't want to lose anything we're building up. You got to protect it, right? You got to protect it. And I look at it. I mean, it's just the bare minimum. And if you and now that being said, and this is like as doomy and gloomy as I like to talk about things, um, if you got a positive business and you got your back office set to where it charges from your wallet, you just want to make sure you're making enough money. Like we're selling products, we don't need that many customers to get paid, folks. So that's where I'm gonna get into the other fun stuff. Okay, so now let me go to my dashboard. I'm gonna move this aside. I'm gonna move this aside. We're gonna go here. I'm gonna do a new page. And then I'm going to come here to my backup system here, and I'm going to create a new. Is that spreadsheet in my? No, it is. At least I know where it's at. Okay. I'll just put Villa to BV. Now I'm gonna tell you, man. Can you guys want to know something just incredible? So I was in a conversation with a bunch of network marketing leaders, and I just gotta I'm just gonna voice this out. It's actually been on my mind a lot. There was something that was done in training, and I want to say I think it came out like 1990, 89, 90, something like that. And it was with Herbalife and Mark Hughes and um, Thompson. Larry Thompson is his name. And Larry's been a speaker forever. Larry, of the two, Mark's passed on. It's a very sad thing. I don't want to go into that. He was an amazing mentor to me. I know he is a great mentor to Niall. I was a business partner basically with him in our telco communication. So I was his communication right hand, and I learned a lot from him. And one of the things they did is to simplify how to build a business. Now, reason why I'm bringing this up is it is the very basics of what we do in blogging as much as we can. And it's three terms: use, where, talk. Use, where, talk. Okay. And basically use the products. If you're not a product of the product, you don't know what you're talking about, right? You can't explain how brain works if you don't have that taste and appreciation for brain. Same with all the products, right? So use the products. Where buttons. This is because before the internet, before people could have a page to send people to, they would wear a button. Yep. And it would say, lose weight now, ask me how, and deviations of that. And then talk. Clearly talk about the product, right? And the sampling and all that stuff is part of talking. Simple, basic concepts. Use, where, talk. And those simple concepts are still working today. Today. Right? And we do it in a very different manner, but not really. Right? We use the products. I don't sell things I'm not excited about. I just don't. If I don't know what it's like, I don't market it. Right? So use I mean, I think everybody here has heard my story. I've lost over 75 pounds because of this incredible product line. Yeah, I use it. Love it. Where I wear it out to everybody, but instead of just having a button that's walking around, I'm putting it on a website and pages and I'm blasting it in front of everybody. I'm wearing it out wherever I can. Same concept though. It's the same concept, only how do we do it more, right? How do I get in front of more people? And then talk constantly, with the videos, the training. It's the same easy three principles: use, where, talk. And, if I'm out and about with people, right, I'm wearing this and it attracts conversation constantly. Same concept, same principle, same proven thing that's been working for decades. Okay, we just grew it with the use of the internet and be able to take a digital printing press and put it in front of people. So I'm going to go in this. If you invest into samples, you have them to hand out. I know Niall, I know Niall knows how this works, because when I go visit Niall, he's got stacks of brain and their sample. He's like, oh yeah, that's my sample. When that last BOGO came out, I stocked up. And he's trying all the new products to get to know him. Guys, we literally got sandblasted with a bunch of new products, jumped us up years ahead, and we have to go through the taste of all those new products. And that's what we're doing slowly, right? I think, Niall, I think you guys have now tried all the products.
Not all of them. There's a couple more we got to try, but
And I'm saying it's fine. You guys, they just, in their routine, they already have products they love, believe, and sell. And I know they're just like me. When I get a new student on the phone and I'm walking through Bella Vita, I got my favorite products I want them to start with, because I love those products and I want them to have a few varieties of brain. I want to make sure they get the youth in them. I want them trying the lean. I want them on the plus if they want to lose weight. I want to give them what I know works the best. I make sure they have a tune, period. Like if they just come in as a promoter and they're only getting 2 items, one of them is a tune. This is something that's going to last a long time. They can hold on to it. They can start wearing. And I also know that everybody on the planet, like I know it to the core of who I am, needs to be wearing one of these. We are so freaking polluted. What else are you going to do?
that's our button.
That is a button. That's my point. You guys look at Niall, you can tell I've struck an awesome nerve. He's realizing we're doing the same thing.
That's our button. Who has it on? Wait a minute, I see Pat's. See Karina's. McDalia, yeah.
It's
Karen,
got hers.
Stacy, yeah. That's your
So in
button.
my top right corner, I gotta watch her right now, and I gotta tell you guys, listen, this, and I know I'm going philosophical, but I want you guys to understand there's things you can do to keep your business going that you're not realizing it. Wear your tune everywhere. You should be wearing it anyway. I carry 2 extras with me at all times, and I have 6 in the car. Why 6? Because I had 2 before, sold them. I could have sold more if I would have had them. So I keep 6. Like, I got them in the car, and you guys, I've been at restaurants, interrupted, and sold 2. So I keep those around. Now the brains, I have samples. I don't carry boxes of brain in my car typically, especially, I mean, it's going to be really hot here in Florida. It's starting to get hot. I'm not going to keep those in there. Tunes, by the way, they can handle the heat just fine. Doesn't change the packaging, doesn't change anything. And that's a really good idea too, in the pocket.
Even the car's protected.
I didn't even think about that, Niall.
It's our button, buddy.
I didn't even think about putting on my key ring. Hold on, I think I got it. I got a rose gold one.
And especially if you don't have a
I told you
thought.
guys, I've been selling black more than rose gold lately. I don't know what, like, I went through this phase where they just wanted rose gold. And now they're like, oh, I want the black one. I'm wearing the rose gold one with the crystals on it. So I used to sell more rose gold because of that. But for whatever reason, people are like, oh, that black one looks great. Okay. So I have a surplus of rose gold in my balance. I got more black in to balance it out. Now I'm back again. I'm gonna put one on my keys. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. That's the best key. That's the best key fob ever. And it's in your pocket to help balance out your cell phone. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. So I learned something new today. That was it. I never even thought of that, Niall.
This seemed like a logical place to put it. So I got to get my keys and I got to get my tune, put them in my pockets when I get dressed. But I don't have to. I get one thing to put in my pocket, one to remember.
Always got that with you.
Always.
Yes. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go on. I want to make sure I cover this on your minimum orders. Okay. Now, Savings Highway Global, $20. I'm gonna tell you this. You can upgrade to titanium. You can upgrade to platinum. You can always send a message and downgrade if you want to. You have to send an email to support@savingshighwayglobal.com. You don't just need to cancel. Let's say that you're putting your business on pause for whatever reason. Go down to $20. Don't cancel and lose everything that's there. Do you know if you're making money and you guys, there is a setting in your back office in Savings Highway Global where you can opt out of them instantly upgrading you when your commissions grow up. I'm going to pull it up right now.
I was actually waiting for them to upgrade me and it didn't seem to be happening fast enough. So I just went ahead and did it.
Yeah. So when you're building the business and you understand what you got to take advantage of, it's good to do that. So I'm going to share. Hold on. Am I signing in the right one? Oh, I'm in Edison's. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to share this. And I'm going to, so like, I love all the benefits. I've been using, like, I have there's so much here I'm in Edison's. And the titanium membership, right, comes with a bunch of things. Like, it just does. All right. And you guys, I'm going to put this out here. I don't know if that's even still the same one. I was going to look at that one. But the prescription, the vision, there's an upgrade for the dental and the vision. And you get that through here. I've had a lot of people utilize that. And they're like, Rory, I just can't get a vision plan like that. I need the dental for my cleanings. It's all there. Okay. Now I'm going to tell you something. I went and looked at the dental and I wish I would have had it because even we would have saved money. We have it right here, and it's so worth it. So now I got it on ours. But anyway, you come here to your settings. So we go to my account, profile, and right down here on the profile page, on the very bottom right here, it says PWS, Progressive Wealth System, and you can say no. And that means that it's going to hold $20, but it's not going to instantly upgrade you as your commissions grow. And, and then, yeah, hopefully, I'm not showing any information. Hopefully, I'm good. I went really quick. Nothing there to show YouTube if you're looking at it. All right. So it's right there in your profile page, PWS, your Progressive Wealth System. If you opt out with the no, just like I said, all lowercase, then it won't default you to grow you up in the business with the stuff. Now, I think it's awesome that you earn it, get the benefits, and do that as a perk. I loved that when we first started here, but I've had some people like, hey, I built up. It's slowed down. Now it's costing me money again. And like, well, if you're not using the benefits, you can always, go down from titanium to platinum and platinum to, you can always go to gold, then you can always upgrade later. And it's better than saying, oh, I'm just going to quit and go out there. The problem we have is we have a lot of people with a broken mentality that think, oh, I'm not going to be able to make it. I just bail. I'm done. I'm going to quit. You're in a pattern to quit. There is no reason to quit anything we have. There's a bare minimum you can do. You can kind of put it on pause, but there's no reason to quit and lose the momentum you're building. And you guys, SHG, that we've had people like quit because they were paying $100 and they didn't keep they didn't keep growing their business, and so it started costing them a little bit, and they quit, and they walked away from a positive $45 a month. That's what's called stupid. You could have gone down to gold for 20 and still made 25 bucks a month, which would just help you with all your overall expenses because you did the work. But no, you want to throw it away because you went to a habit of quitting. Man, I'm covering all sorts of housekeeping today. So you guys, there you have it. All right. So if I have somebody they bump up to 100 and they're great with it, fantastic. Keep moving. The whole idea is if you build this right, you're gonna make way more than $200, way more than that. And then you get all the benefits and you can actually understand them, know what they are. The more you know how to know what they are, the more you can write about them. And you get it for free and you don't have to pay it anymore if you got people at that same level or you've grown the business right. But for those that are going to go into a pause or a panic, I just wanted to teach you the ways you can protect your business and let it coast, which I don't think that way, but I'm trying to help you guys out because it comes up. And I'm also letting you guys know this when you have somebody that has a quitting mentality, pause. Hey, you can just reduce it here and not have to quit all the way out. Like, don't throw in the towel because you can't do it for a month or two. Coast, let's keep working, do what you can, and we'll pick it back up when you can. Quitting is a learned trait, and a lot of people have it. And so we have to know how to combat it with the positive aspects of it. Do you guys? I'm gonna just bring this up here, and I'm gonna let you guys know something. Okay. In almost every opportunity that I've marketed with, the person or situation that brought me in quit. They quit. And you know what? Every time they find out, like, oh, you're still with that? I'm like, oh my gosh, we figured it out. We started blowing it up, and I'm making X amount of money with it now. And they're like, oh, I should have stayed with it. You're like, why didn't you? Why didn't you? It's the quitting mentality is so dangerous. I know Niall's had the same situation, and people just quit. You're like, why would anybody want to quit that had Niall in their team? Doesn't make sense, but people do it. It's a quitting mentality. It's actually, to me, it's a quitting mentality is a disease because it destroys you. It destroys your hopes and dreams. And a lot of people don't see it, right? That's what they're used to. Man, I wasn't planning on talking about quitting today, but I'm going to go into a rant. Here goes. We get to help people overcome quitting if they listen and stick around long enough. The one way you're going to absolutely fail is to quit. It's like the biggest guarantee ever. Do nothing, get nothing. And I know people got to put their business on pause. We have people that like, hey, life happens. They got to go take care of the family. They got to juggle some other stuff. Their other careers, things just happen. Then they can go on pause. And as leaders, hey, you're communicating. Hey, you're going to go on pause. Okay, well, let's just make sure everything's set. Make sure your refill's set. Everything's good for you to go on pause. And as soon as you're ready to come back, we're back. But let's, can you do anything to help fill things up? You do be marketing once a week. Okay, how about monthly? Can you give me one Saturday a month? Something. Now, I'm going to break down some freaking awesome things in the rest of this time, and I'll go through here. You guys, we built this with a vision, and just like marketing is amazing when you do marketing right. Sell, marketing done properly makes sales order taking. Well, marketing is what we're teaching. Like we marketing. And in our training, we're marketing, right? We're conveying the idea. But we also built a system that was built to handle every possible issue, problem that would come up, except for quitting. Can't fix quit. It's an uncurable disease, quitting. The only way to fix it is to stop quitting. But I can't fix it in somebody. They got to fix it themselves, right? They got to like say, okay, I'm not gonna bury you. I'm not gonna quit. Quitters always have a quitting thing around them. Like they've quit relationships, they've quit all sorts of things. We can't take it personal when they quit, other than, hey, there's ways that you can maintain this until you can get back into it. You don't need to quit altogether. You don't need to throw in the towel. You know what's funny about marketing is we have people that don't bloom and blossom for months, sometimes years. There's a timing for everybody. Some people they get set up in here, they're learning, and they're like, hey, I don't really like, I'm investing in my future. I believe I can do something with this. I'm going to do it as I can, but I got to take care of a lot of other things. And they go kick in. And if the person that brought them in quit, they lost out on all the benefits of doing what we do provides, because we win when they win. And we're going to win when they win, whether it's today or down the road later, as long as we stick around. Those who stick around get paid because of all these things. Gosh, I love to go in this. Okay, I'm going to go to draw pictures. We're going to have some fun with this. Okay, so everybody here should be doing V marketing, doing assisted V marketing at least. You should be communicating with your teams, knowing your instructor or whoever you can that you can set appointments for, so they can be building your team aspect of Triple R. If you're not doing V marketing at all, get with your instructor, get engaged in it. It's actually pretty fun. Okay, now, and I'm going to just housekeeping. Edison is training how to do assisted V marketing. He's funny. He's on there 11 to 7, Monday through Friday. He's in there with all the leader groups that come in. Go visit there. Send your students there. He shows you how to do exactly it. He does it so that we don't have to all do it. And again, you guys, he cracks me up. He's funny. He makes it entertaining. All right, now I got to tell you, he's always been a delight in the office environment. So you guys, we ran this from cubicles. We ran our marketing efforts from cubicles until we went online, built Triple R247 and so on. He's been around that environment, and that's what we're trying to replicate through Zoom, is that healthy, working, fun, reliable environment to where, you're not alone doing the monotony. You're a part of something that keeps it humorous, and you're also celebrating as things go well for everybody. That's what happens 11 to 7 Eastern on Triple R247's instructor Zoom. And I don't care if you just log in and just listen while you do your other work, while you do your stuff. You guys, I'm just going to tell you, when you see it done, it should help inspire you to do it. But you can see, he's knocking out 10, 15 appointments in a day. Those 10 to 15 appointments in a day times Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday are creating some momentum. That momentum is going to create income. That income is going to create a better life. Right. And I gotta say, like, we got it so figured out. So figured out. So I'm gonna draw and just like really like drive this home how V marketing helps you grow your business. Okay, how it does it, right? Because I know I can see it. I know that our leaders see it because they're doing it. But I also know that some people like you've never had a taste for anything like this. I'm back to where I started. Taste. I know you haven't had a taste for how great this is. So I'm going to show you why it tastes good and what it creates, so that when you experience it, you understand like, oh, that's what they've been talking about. That's why we do this. All right, let me share my screen. Let me go to a drawing situation, and I'm going to show you how to draw things that you can then put on like a page, right? I don't want this one. Okay, so I'm here. I'm going to go new, Google Doc, and I'm going to use my drawing tools to do it. So I'm going to go to tools. Oops, sorry. Insert image. I'm going to go drawing. I'm going to go to drawing and new. Yeah, this is it. This is it. I'm going to come here and get my shapes out. Um, what fun shape should we use today? I'm going to go a little bit different. Okay, I'm going to go, I like the 3D block sometimes. Let's do that. We'll use a cube. Look at that. We'll use a cube. Right. And I'm gonna like take some time. Hold on. I'm gonna go to fill. I fill it with that color. Okay. I'm gonna hit Control C to copy and then Control V to paste. And I'm gonna move it down. Actually, let's move it over there. And we're gonna go a different color. We'll go I'll go this blue. And then copy paste. So let's see. Let's go like a pink. And then okay, I can kind of work with this. So let's see. Okay, we're gonna have some fun. I had a different thing in mind, and I just now that I'm actually doing it, I'm gonna get a little artistic. That we're having fun today. Uh, I want to get a really cool. We'll go Cambria. Not as entertaining as that Ross guy with the happy trees, but I'm gonna give my best to make this kind of fun. Okay, so this is gonna be assisted via marketing. All right, let me go with the colors here. Let's see. I want a blue. All right, so there's my little like legend, okay? And now I'll go below it and I'll do another drawing. And then because I'm losing my mind a little bit, I'm gonna open this up and I'm gonna take this page here, open another one up. I really should call this something. So we'll just do a view marketing flow chart, lack of better name. And I'm gonna put this, I'm literally gonna put this over here that you guys can't see, just so that I'm looking at the color codes for how I'm creating this. Okay. I'm gonna go back to this. I got those there. Um, save and close. Okay, bring that up. All right. There we go. All right. So we do a little chart here. We're gonna go purple. Is there a lighter purple? There is. No, not that one. There we go. Okay. So, oh, your color. So let's see. What color is this in here? Muted to fill. So this is assisted view marketing only, which is this color. All right. That's the color you start out with, right? And you're going to just be stacking everything you can, right? So you're going to be creating tons of these. Really, they're all building blocks. Every day you're doing it. If you're doing 100, you should be creating anywhere from 15 to 30 appointments out of every 100. Doing it the right process, all right? So say you do 100 a week. You should be creating 15 pending BRTs. Now, a pending BRT goes from being just a student lead to a student lead that's actually interested to hear about it. Now, doesn't mean we talked to them yet, doesn't mean any of that stuff. This is just pending BRT. Oops, got carried away. I'm just gonna this. I want to visually like create this why it tastes so good, right? 2 weeks out, student leads. Is it available student leads? Whatever. I can open. All right. What if I get a different way? Hold on. All right, I'm kind of getting there. I got this as a V marketing flow chart. I'm also going to I want to try something. And then I'll show you if we want images of this, then I can copy and paste it with the snippet. I can literally make images. So I go to my snipping tool. I know Max got a different one. Anyway, I can draw this out and put it out there. I'll work on that on my page, and I'm gonna turn it into a training page, and then kind of go through it. And I can always throw a video on it. The same thing we're doing here, right? How building, right? And I got it all spelled out in this doc, which is great, and we can share this with everybody. But the thing is I can explain it here, do a video to explain it, so we have another training page. And this is something we can do for anything. And I want to walk you guys through the process because the more you understand it, the more you can get a taste for it. But let me go back to this. And obviously, that has created more work for me to complete this, not a problem. Is everybody's going to be doing the V marketing, and you literally just got to stack the numbers. You just got to get a lot of pending BRTs. It's like a funnel. It really is. The more people we reach out to, and it's all measurable. So like I'm gonna just state this. I'm gonna go back to my other view. And I sometimes I'm more visual, so I draw it out there. You're doing the V marketing work nonstop to fill the pipe for customers. Guys, some people come in and they just become a customer. Some come in and become a working partner, and some just get exposure to come in maybe later. There's all when I always talk about it, there's these patient processes, right? I look at them as a circular thing going around, right? And eventually it comes back around and they're ready to make a decision. And there's all of them going on. And if you understand it, it gets fun because you realize I'm going to do the same thing that I need to focus on to get the outcome that I want, right? If the outcome is I need to create $500 a week or $500 a month, what do I need to do? Well, doing the V marketing creates those pending BRTs. Those pending BRTs turn into BRT sessions, which turn into pending PBS and then PBS students. And then the PBS students go forward. And as they go forward, they are joining your businesses to do the same thing that we're doing. And this is how we find them. You guys, I've brought in several thousand people doing this exact process. I do it every day still because I don't have enough in to accomplish my dreams and my goals. But I know I can get there by just doing this and doing this and doing this. And as it duplicates, it becomes easier and you get that ball moving. The soon as you get somebody else doing V marketing to help support your team, it gets better. Now there's two of you doing it. Then there's three of you. Then there's four of you. Then there's five of you. And we're sharing the load with those that understand how to do the proper presentations, how to do the BRT. And we're doing BRTs based on, hey, I know it works because I'm making money. When people make money, their posture changes. And that's what we've solved with this. So I visually want you to see all this stuff. And I'm not, I told you guys, I'm going to be teaching this and teaching it and teaching it. And I'm going to come at you different ways until it sinks in. You need to do V marketing every day. Everybody here has dreams and goals they want, or you wouldn't be here. By the way, Andy Salazar, I love the look. And like, wow, looking good, my friend. Okay, so you want to be bringing in stuff. So if you just focus on setting the BRT appointments, now your instructor team is going to be following up. And that's a whole process by itself. People don't always answer. They aren't always ready. And you guys, there's all sorts of things in here we study and go through it. But at the end of the day, more creates more. More appointments creates more people that show up. More people that show up creates more people that get to see the PBS. More people that see the PBS, more people get the PBS. Once they get the PBS, they go through the training, and if it all makes sense for them, they're going to continue going forward. And we're just looking for the right people. We might need to get 10 people to get PBSs to get one that actually takes off with the B marketing. So be it. Do the numbers. Tanya and I are funding all the marketing. You don't have to pay for all the leads. You just got to do the work to connect them and let your team help work it. And I want you guys to visualize it and then do it. And then realize that you got to do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. You just got to turn it on. This is the one thing I can do. Constantly be marketing at the appointments. Now, as you're doing that, eventually you get team members to start working. And eventually you'll be able to set those team members because they're going to elevate and they're going to be able to do the BRTs and all that. And you're going to help them grow their teams and you're going to work yourself out of a position, help them because they're going to be bringing people in to help themselves. And they're going to, and you're allowed to grow and expand because you can bring new people in to help grow. Every one of our compensation models benefits us for helping others. Bella Vita, we're building a left team. We're building a right team. One of our teams, we should be getting built by our team. We're learning how to do that. And then we're going to start building the other team with the same process of duplication. As that process kicks in, we all make more money, guys. We're moving products and services and getting paid for it. We're all consumers, but we're also growing consumers. And yes, we're going to be still building our PBS constantly. That's how we gain more exposure. That's how we gain customers. But driving team members is something we have so dialed in because we're paying for the marketing. Sue Whitaker, you're working your marketing. You get this, right? Yeah. Does this visual help you at all today? Understand it more? Kind of. I haven't seen you doing B marketing. That's why I bring you up there. Are you started B marketing yet? Pat Young. Okay. And Migdalia,
Yes.
you've been around for a bit. Are you doing your B marketing? Are you getting ready to get? Are you getting ready to get ready? Or are we getting? Okay. Well, I need you going. Like your dreams need you going. Like I got to tell you guys, this is a matter of you find the time to do it. And I'm going to break this down. You're showing up for training. I'm going to teach you guys how to do it even a little bit, how to do a lot more. We're just going to break this down. It's so important. We need to get this going before we add a lot of other stuff. And I told you guys I was going to probably drop a secret. There we go. So guys, study this. I'm going to work on the page. We'll bring the training back up. We're going to constantly get into a flow. We need people to understand this. And I'm trying to do this training. You know, we got videos on it. I can't train on this enough. The V marketing path it's set. We just all got to go. And if you don't know how to do the BRT presentation and you're not comfortable doing it, that's fine. Do you know when you'll get comfortable? When you're making money. Because then you're going to be like, oh my gosh, what if I help get 10 more people in my team? Oh, I see how this can make me the money. Oh my gosh. And when you get a little bit of taste of the income from success that this creates, now you're going to want good. And getting started is always the freaking hardest. It always is. It's always the hardest. And that's why you just got to get in and get going. But listen, you got your team to support you. Your job, though, is to get them as many BRT appointments as you can. And I'll tell you guys this, just so you guys understand. Sometimes you get BRT appointments and say you set 3 and they all show up and it's great. Sometimes you'll set 30 and they don't show up for a bit. But then they got to be followed up with and they finally show up. You don't marry the individual outcome of every individual student lead. You marry the process of what it creates. Not everybody's willing to do this right away or ready to do this right away. We don't know where their involvement is until we talk to them. Yeah, and you guys, we made the uncomfortable, like you say that, do the uncomfortable until it becomes comfortable. Well, we broke it down even easier using the team effort. You don't need to get comfortable talking to people yet. You just got to get comfortable setting appointments. Set appointment, do it, I'll just stack them. Go for 50 a week. Go for 10 a week. Set a goal, get that done. The more appointments, the more are going to show up. The more they show up, the more it progresses through the process. And when you build it, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as the outcome grows. The more people that come in through the process, they're learning the same process. Every one of you want to have 10 people on your left, 10 people on your right that are doing V marketing every day and growing in that process. And then help them get 10 on their left, 10 on their right. Then things just, if you have 10 on your left, 10 on your right, they're doing V marketing every day and they're enrolling PBS students and they're doing it at a very good pace. And they're basically adding people to the businesses every single day. By their efforts or their team efforts, that's how you become a millionaire. The leverage of 10, the 10 to the power of 10. So you're going to have 20 that have 10 and 10. And that's your left team and your right team, and you're there. And I just gave you the entire recipe how to get there. You're going to set appointments until you can do some yourself. And eventually you'll be doing some, but you're still going to set more than you can handle. You're going to still set them for people above and people down. Your team you're going to be setting. You're going to have people that are going to have time to do BRTs. Great. You help keep them on BRTs. You guys, we run this like a fine-tuned machine. It's going to pay us like a fine-tuned machine. There's a reason why Ferraris, F1 cars are worth a lot more money. They're just fine-tuned. Our business will get fine-tuned through the power of leverage with our teams as we build them. Tammy, where's that team going to come from? Doing V marketing is going to build your team. And that's how you're going to build your team. And you guys, we know that there's problems in life that affect people in their business and something like this, where especially where it's like the side gig until it becomes the gig. It's fine. The one thing we can control is what we can control. And that is bring on as many team members as you can, make sure we have a good way to train them, make sure we have a way to duplicate with them, and keep bringing them in. Never, ever stop bringing new people in. And that's everybody. Do you guys see me stop bringing new people in? The day you see me stop bringing new people in, I guess you can consider it. How's that? Because I don't stop. I'm constantly bringing new people in. You have to. I may not have the right people that I need to build a business today, and they might be the right people that are going to come in later. But my goals are now. I deserve it now. So I'm going to keep bringing more and more people in to get the now. I told you guys we're gonna really build upon this. Everybody here deserves amazing success, and you guys are all connected to how to get it there. You guys are here. Now it's just getting you to do what you need to do, and of course, building PBS pages, but doing the V marketing. Take advantage of that. Paid marketing is always the solution, guys. Nothing happens in this world without paid marketing. Look around you everywhere. Everybody's got to pay for marketing to succeed. We fund it for you. Take advantage of it. Go to work. All right. That being said, Dina, are you on today? Kyle, who's on today?
I am here, ready to go.
All right, perfect. And you guys, I'm gonna challenge you. Start doing V-marketing. If you don't know who to set in your team, that's why you need to get a hold of your instructor. And if you can't get a hold of your instructor, get a hold of their instructor, right? Go to the CSI, GSI, PSI, MSI. There's leadership in everybody's lineages. Everybody has leadership. We built that foundation right. And for those that know how to do it, get cranking, get your people doing V-marketing, set it. I'm going to drive this hard. Okay, here goes. I'm going to drop a little thing and then I'm going to drop off. Actually, I'm going to drop YouTube right now. So if you're on YouTube, join us on the computer or come log into the special Zoom room. Some of you can do it on your smartphone or your smart TVs. I'm dropping YouTube. This concludes episode 17.